I have quite a few different things to cover. What you're going to be seeing is me and some friends of mine going through an arcade that we found over in the Ann Arbor area of Michigan. If you guys have ever been to Michigan and have been around that area, there is an arcade. This is called Pete's Pinballs. Really great place, so you'll be seeing me throughout this entire video just going through the entire place and showing how big it is. But I will be talking about a lot of stuff. The big one that I really want to talk about is Star Fox Zero being delayed until early 2016. This came completely out of nowhere. I mean, it's kind of expected with Nintendo. Like, I love Nintendo, I do, but they are the king when it comes to delaying stuff. Well, I don't actually know. It's between them and Square Enix. Square Enix has been pretty bad about it as well. I mean, how many years have we been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15, and you know, it's who knows. But anyways, I mean, it's really not unusual for Nintendo to do this, but at the same time, it's like Star Fox looked pretty well developed and far along during E3. I know there's been a lot of speculation about like how good it looks and the graphics and the fact that it's a reimagining and everything, but I don't know. Me personally, I thought it looked great at E3. Star Fox isn't supposed to be a super realistic game. It's not supposed to be anything more deeper than, you know, very, you know, arcadey on rails space shooter. You know, that's what Star Fox really is, and it's really good at doing that. And they have two teams working on it. They have a team from one of their in-house teams working on it. Plus, they're partnering with Platinum Games to help work on it. So they got two teams under Miyamoto's guide, just working on this game. So it kind of confuses me, like why it did get delayed. And then of course there's the whole thing about they had a release date for it. They had the final box art. It was I'm not mistaken if it got ESRB. I'm not sure if it got ESRB rated or not, but all I know is they had like the updated box art for it just a couple weeks back. They announced the release date in their last big press release for November 20th. They said it was coming out the same day as the Falco amiibo. So, I mean, they had this really planned out. It was going to be their big game. Zelda, as we know, got delayed earlier in the year to... I mean, we all know it's going to be 2016, but they've said TBA, you know, it'll be done when it's done. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. There's other titles coming out next year. We already know Pokken Tournament's coming out spring 2016 worldwide to the Wii U. There's in the West, we will be getting the Fire Emblem Shin Megami Tensei crossover. It's coming out in December in Japan. They already got the date for it, and but we're getting that next year. So I mean, there's stuff coming next year, especially not to mention Pikmin 4, which was just revealed or talked about a couple of weeks ago. So there's stuff coming out in 2016. Star Fox was going to be their big holiday game. It was the week before Black Friday. It was going to be their big game. So now I don't know what their big game's going to be. I mean, as far as Wii U goes, it looks to be Yoshi in October and then Xenoblade in December. But both of those games, I don't know. Yoshi may have some of the same appeal as Star Fox, but I can't see, as much as I'm really looking forward to Xenoblade Chronicles X, I can't see that being like their big holiday game. It's far too niche. A lot of people aren't into Japanese RPGs nowadays, unfortunately. I mean, I personally love the genre, but I do realize that it's not everyone plays those kind of games, and it's not easy to pick up and play a game like Xenoblade as compared to something like Star Fox. Star Fox, for as great as a game it is, that's one of the great things about it, is you can pick up the controller, you know, pick up Star Fox 64, and just start playing it. It's great, you know. It's very easy to pick up and play, as well as lots of replay value. So it's kind of a shame that we're not getting it. I'm very disappointed that we're not getting it, because like I said, it's just... Let me read the thing that Miyamoto posted. This is his exact quotes. Although we felt that the development had been progressing well, we now believe that we will need a little more time to work on areas such as the unprecedented discovery that we want players to experience in the game by using two screens, and further polishing the level designs and perfecting the tone of the cutscenes. While we have already reached the stage where it would be technically possible to release the title in time for the year-end holiday season, we want to polish the game a bit more so that players will be able to more smoothly grasp the new style of play that we are proposing. What that means to me is it sounds like they've run into a problem with, like, either, I don't know if there's glitches or some sort of signal delay with the gamepad, or I don't know what's going on with the actual, like, the structure of the game, but it feels like they've hit a snag somewhere that they need a little bit extra time to work out. And for that, I can respect. It's a lot better than most games nowadays where it's just like, we're going to slap a game onto store shelves, and then, you know, it's buggy as hell, and then we got to wait a month for the patch to fix all that. So it's a lot better than them doing something like that. But still, for the holidays, I mean, we still got a lot of great stuff coming out. Like I said, we got Yoshi in October. Animal Crossing is coming out for the 3DS this Friday, actually. Then we got Xenoblade, obviously. Devil's Third's coming out. Fatal Frame is October 22nd. There's still lots of stuff coming out. There's not even dates yet in America for the Mario Tennis game, as well as Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. So there's still stuff to be shown. As far as other stuff, Sony had their Tokyo Game Show conference. I was watching it. It was the morning of the 15th. Lots of stuff went down. Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue is a big thing I want to cover. I talked about this previously, about the 2.9 leak reveal, whatever you want to call it. Well, technically it's now called 2.8, and it's going to have the HD remastered version of Kingdom Hearts 3D, as well as Kingdom Hearts Key back cover, which is the mobile online game, but it's going to have the foretellers, like cutscenes from there. So it's pretty much going to have like the main without all the mobile social gameplay and without all the Disney stuff. It's going to have the main story stuff from Kingdom Hearts Key, from what I've read, as well as Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep Fragmentary Passage, I believe it's called, which is the long-awaited Birth by Sleep Volume 2 that's been sort of teased and hinted here and there, but not officially confirmed until now. All we know was that it was a story that had something to do with Aqua, but Nomura's using it to lead into Kingdom Hearts 3. Supposedly, Mickey is going to tell Sora and I think Riku everything from the past, like what's gone on with Terra and Aqua and Van and Master Xehanort and Braig and all the other stuff from way back in the past, and they're pretty much going to connect it. It's going to lead. It's pretty much like a prologue to Kingdom Hearts 3. That's exactly what it's being built up as. It's supposed to be released next year. What this means for Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't know. I can see Kingdom Hearts 3 still releasing in the winter of next year, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 2017. But we shall see. They didn't really talk about Kingdom Hearts 3. They just showed off this new game. Lots of other stuff came out as well. Let's see. There was Toukiden 2 got announced, which I'm excited for. Gravity Rush is getting a remastered version on PS4. That's coming to America in February. And then 2016, we'll also see Gravity Rush 2 coming to the PlayStation 4. They showed off more of Dragon Quest Builders, which looks amazing. Comes out in January in Japan, so I hope that comes out sometime next year for us as well. They're also releasing all these different controllers and just these colored covers for the PS4 in Japan. There's also the Project Morpheus, the headset that they had, the virtual reality headset. It was renamed to PlayStation VR. Should be releasing sometime in the first half of next year. There's just lots of stuff that happened. Koei Tecmo announced another PS4 exclusive called Neo, which looks amazing. It looks a lot like Ninja Gaiden / Bloodborne / Onimusha, so that's cool. Bloodborne is getting an expansion. There's just lots of stuff. Lots of stuff that really went down. As far as other news goes, they announced that Xenoblade Chronicles X, just like Dragon Quest actually, I think that's why I got it in my head. Dragon Quest Heroes a while back, I talked about how all the DLC is going to be free in the West. Well, here in the West, Xenoblade Chronicles X we're getting all the character DLC for free, so that's really cool. I do have my collector's edition pre-ordered at GameStop and on Amazon. Probably going to cancel the Amazon one because I do want that day one without paying any extra shipping or anything, so that'll be cool. As far as stuff upcoming, I'm going to be unboxing the new 3DS and the Animal Crossing game and cards and NFC reader and all that. So I have all that pre-ordered. That will come up on the 25th. And yeah, and then Tony Hawk 5 is on the 29th. So yeah, that's about it. As far as, like I said, this video has just been me going around this arcade. It's just really nice for someone who's been a gamer for so long. You gotta appreciate places like this with all the different generations of games. You had old school games like old school Tetris and all the different Street Fighters and Tekken and things like that, as well as a lot of racing games. You had stuff just in so many different pinball machines. Like I said, as a gamer, you gotta appreciate this. This is our gaming culture. This is our gaming heritage. A lot of games wouldn't be where they are now without stuff like this. So it's really cool, really a treat to see something like this. It was fun adventuring out to this.